Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. Patrick Gannon, the Wake County District Attorney, recently announced he's going to drop the cases against most of the protesters arrested in the Moral Monday protest, all except for those who were arrested in the building when it was supposedly closed. What's the bottom line on this story? Does it say most anything goes on public property? Can we expect more protests next year because of this?
No, first, I think it goes without saying that we're going to see more protests next year at the legislative building and beyond. Republicans are virtually assured of keeping control of both chambers. They have the governor's office. There's going to be things that they do that people around the state don't like. The Reverend Barber's not going to like what they do. He's going to continue to bring crowds down there. Whether the protests are similar to what we've seen in the past, they've all been kind of different. It'd be interesting to see what kind of protests they decided to bring down there this year. And I think the dropping of those cases will embolden some more people to come down that might have been afraid for their jobs or their careers or didn't want to be embarrassed in their family or whatever. I think more people knowing that these cases aren't they're not being convicted.
Well, you spend a lot of time down at the leg. Are the lawmakers now going to respond to this and change the restrictions of the building policies again? What do you think is going to happen?
They might have to. It'll be interesting to see what the General Assembly Police does in response. I mean, you've seen the videos of the people with the zip ties and being let out of the building and arrested. Whether they can do that or whether they will do that now, I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see. I do know from sitting down there in those in the legislative building as these protests were going on every Monday, it gets really loud. I mean, there's a lot of people. They're right outside the chambers, the House and Senate chambers. There have been times when lawmakers had trouble hearing each other. They complained to the chairs in both chambers that they couldn't hear each other, they couldn't think. So at some point, something has to be done. What it is and how it all shapes up in the coming session, I think it's going to all be new, and it's going to be.
The good news is it gives us all something to talk about and write about.
It absolutely does.
Well, thank you for watching the Afterspin. More video all during the week on ncspin.com.